In the bustling streets of 1960s Shanghai, where the air hummed with the rhythm of daily life, lived Mei Ling, a young seamstress with a gentle spirit. She resided in a modest apartment building, her days filled with threading needles and mending fabrics for neighbors. Her husband, a traveling merchant, often left her alone for months, chasing deals across distant provinces. Mei Ling found solace in her work, but loneliness crept in like evening mist. Next door lived Chen Wei, a quiet writer who penned stories for local newspapers. His wife, an aspiring actress, frequently journeyed to film sets in far-off cities, leaving him to his typewriter and solitary thoughts. Chen Wei poured his heart into words, yet he yearned for someone to share the unspoken depths of his soul. One rainy afternoon, Mei Ling discovered a leak in her ceiling, water dripping onto her precious sewing machine. Desperate, she knocked on Chen Wei's door, hoping for help. He opened it with a warm smile, his eyes kind and understanding. Together, they patched the roof with old newspapers and shared laughter over the absurdity of the situation. As the rain pattered outside, they talked about dreams deferred, the beauty of simple joys, and the quiet ache of absence. From that day, their paths intertwined subtly. Mei Ling would leave homemade dumplings at his doorstep after long writing sessions, and Chen Wei would slip handwritten poems under her door, verses that captured the essence of her grace. They met in the communal garden where blooming flowers whispered secrets to the wind, but they spoke of everything except the growing affection in their hearts. Both knew their spouse's infidelity. Whispers from mutual friends confirmed it, but they chose restraint, honoring vows even when broken by others. Instead of succumbing to temptation, they channeled their bond into creation. Mei Ling, inspired by Chen Wei's tales, began designing dresses that told stories, flowing silks embroidered with motifs of resilience and hope. Chen Wei, moved by her artistry, wrote a novel about two souls finding strength in platonic companionship. Their evenings became rituals of shared tea and conversations that lit up the dim corridors of their lives. One fateful night under a canopy of stars, Chen Wei confessed his admiration. "You have mended more than fabrics, you have stitched light into my world," he said. Mei Ling replied, her voice steady, "And your words have given wings to my silent dreams. We must cherish this without crossing lines that would dim its purity." Time passed and circumstances shifted. Mei Ling's husband returned, reformed by his travels, vowing to stay. Chen Wei's wife achieved fame but chose to part ways amicably. The neighbors prepared to move on. Chen Wei to a new city for his book launch. Mei Ling to open a small boutique with her husband. On their last evening together, they stood on the rooftop, the city lights twinkling below. No tears fell. Instead, they exchanged gifts. A scarf she sewed infused with threads of their shared memories, and a bound manuscript of his novel, dedicated to the one who taught me the melody of unspoken love. Years later, Mei Ling flourished in her shop, her designs worn by women who felt empowered by their elegance. Chen Wei became a celebrated author, his stories touching hearts worldwide. Though miles apart, they carried the warmth of that bond, a silent harmony that inspired them to live fully. In quiet moments, Mei Ling would touch the scarf and Chen Wei would reread her letters, reminders that true connection endures beyond time and distance.